Hello, this is a 1984 Saisons spinner, 36 inch in ivory color I got a few weeks ago on Kijiji. This is one of my very important childhood fans. I've been looking for one of these for a very long time now, and I had an ad on Kijiji that I post that I was telling that I was looking for one of those fans. And earlier in December I got someone who called me finally, telling me that he had pretty much exactly the same fan that I was showing on the picture of my ad. And here it is. Yep, finally got one. It's exactly what I was looking for. I remember seeing a lot of these when I was a little bit younger. Installed mostly in small shops, especially the 36-inch ones were mostly in small shops. But the larger ones, 48-inch and especially the 56-inch ones, are often found in churches. So these fans were made in three sizes: 36-inch, 48-inch, and 56-inch, like most of fans with metal blades. They're the most common in this ivory color you see there with the plain blades. There's also a more uncommon version of this, which appears that it has been made only in 48-inch, that is pure white, not ivory but pure white, and the blades have little designs in them, or little lines, a little bit like some of the can arms does, you know, like those lines like this here. They did also made a version of like that, which seems to be more uncommon. I believe this would be one of the earliest fan that Four Seasons have imported or have sold. Like I said, it's from 1980. It's so far my oldest Four Seasons. It's got the classic Taiwanese made direct drive motor you see there, that you saw on my two other wood bladed version of this that has the flat canopy. On the wood bladed version they called it the classic, which suits it very well because it's indeed a very classic looking motor. I love it. It's among one of my favorite spinner type of motor. Here's a close-up of the motor. Unlike the two wood-bladed 1981 version I've got of this, which the motor are the same size for the 42-inch version and the 52-inch version, this one's got a motor made especially for the 36-inch version. It means that this motor is smaller. It's not as wide as the other motor you saw on my 42 and 52-inch version. This one is only rated for 36-inch blade span. On the sticker it says only for 36-inch, while the bigger motor, the bigger version of this, is rated more like something 42 well, it's actually rated 36 to 48, but they should have wrote something more like 42 to 52. That would have made more sense since they sold it with 52-inch blade span too. It's still a pretty thick motor, like you can see, of course. Here's the nut in the middle of the motor. I love these nuts. So what's unique about this model is that it's got 4 metal curved blades. Just like, it's pretty much like a commercial fan or industrial fan, but it's got 4 blades instead of 3, and they're curved at the tip. Around Montreal it's pretty common to see these. There's quite a few various models, but In a lot of other countries, they're not too common. It came with its original 5-speed wall control. It's made a little bit differently than the 1982 white version I've got that came with my little brown 36-inch Galaxy. Well, first of all, it's brown instead of white. The original owner purchased a brown one because he installed it on a wooden wall, you know, so it would look better brown on a wooden wall. It's got a little screw in the middle compared to the 82 version, which is snap-in only. The knob is made slightly differently. It doesn't have the little dot on the bar, you know, to indicate the little red dots, but that's pretty much it. Also, the knob is a lot more stiff to turn than the other version. And, well, of course the sticker is different. It's not like the beautiful white and gold sticker I have on my other version. This one is the older one with the orange logo. As you can see, it's faded. It's got more vents and more holes everywhere. The white 82 version I got doesn't have those two holes and those little vents on the top. It only got vents on the side like this one. And also this one is heavier. It's even heavier than the white one. The transformator in there is even bigger than the other one. I already found that the other one, the white one, is already pretty heavy, but this one is just so heavy. The canopies on this fan are both made of plastic. And it's my first fan with a cylinder shape upper canopy. I love it. I love the way it looks. I also love the fact that it didn't came with a too long down rod. It's just the perfect length. As you can see, the paint on the fan is still very shiny, very glossy, and very clean. There's very little scratches on it. This fan was not used very much. It has been taken down since 1996 actually, and it's been in storage since then, so it hasn't run since 1996. With 4 metal blades, it runs a little bit quieter than a 3 metal bladed fan. So one of the only thing I don't like about this fan is that it runs on RPMs. So the lowest speed, speed 5 on the control, is very, very fast. It's almost like a medium speed. Other than that, I love this fan. So I'm gonna demonstrate it with its original 5-speed wall control. Here it is on full speed. It's very powerful, as you can see. It's definitely way beyond 300 RPMs, but I'll say probably 350 RPMs, something like that. Wow, it blows an insane amount of air. Whew. Now here it is on the second fastest speed. There's not much of difference between speed 1 and 2, as you can see. Now speed 3, the middle speed. The bearings are still very quiet. The only little problem with it is that it's got some dust moving inside the motor. Well, not really dust, but like probably some pieces of sealing plaster stuck in the motor, because we can hear it. You probably heard it before when I was closer to the motor. That clicking sound in the motor, this is what was causing this sound. The slower the fan spins, the less you hear it. Already on the speed, we don't hear it as much as when it was on full blast. It's still very, very powerful on speed 3. All speeds are fast, like I said, on this fan. Now I'm going to put it on speed 4, second slowest. It's going to slow down a lot more. Now it's below 200 RPMs. Speed 3 was probably still something like 220 RPMs or so. 220, 230. Now this is probably something more like 150 maybe, or 160. And now for the lowest speed. It's going to slow down to around 120 RPMs. I know it's extremely fast for a slowest speed. But I've tried it also with my 4-speed slider, which usually makes fan runs a lot slower than most of other controls, and it was exactly that same speed you're going to see there. So I cannot get this fan to go really slower than that. The only possible way would be to change the capacitor, but I don't want to do that, so so I'm gonna keep it like this. Anyway, I've never seen the 36-inch version spinning like really slowly, like a much slower speed. It was always that speed you see there. As you can hear, it's much quieter. It's very quiet. It barely has a very little hum. And it's got a very good spin down time. It will spin down forever. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave comments below. And thank you for watching.